Hey guys, guess what? It's Ron Bass. Yeah, that's me. With another edition of the Ron Bass Show. It's your source for inspiration, encouragement, motivation, dry humor. Mr. Brent Atterbury.
Yeah.
What say you, sir?
Hey, happy Thanksgiving Eve.
Hey, it's for horses. But I'll take that. Happy Thanksgiving.
Eve. Yeah, it's the day before.
Do they celebrate Thanksgiving in other countries?
I don't know.
I don't think they do.
I don't think they do.
So all of our listeners out there in Bangladesh and Thailand and Germany and Iraq and
they could create
India.
They may have their own.
They think we're probably like crazy celebrating Thanksgiving Day.
No. We get together, be with family, and eat a lot of food.
Okay, cool. They surely have holidays like that too, huh, guys?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah.
You know, I notice the people in other countries, they're more festive than we are. Like they're more...
we're boring.
Americans are too predictable, I think.
Oh.
Hey, I got some good news.
Awesome.
Yeah, one of my students, I talk about him all the time, that weighed like 350 pounds. He's lost 60 pounds. I might have mentioned this recently. Yeah, so he came by my office the other night, and man, he looked really good.
Wow.
He's got like 100 to go, but he's on the track. He's doing great. And I say that to say this, guys. After 2 years of talking to him about losing weight, getting on the treadmill, going to work out, getting on a better nutrition schedule, he's doing it. He's like 3 months in maybe, and he's really into the trip now. He looks good, and he feels much better, and you get the idea. So look, sometimes things just don't happen that quick. So you may have a family member that's like you're really trying to convince to do the right things, and they're not doing it. Don't give up on them. Don't give up on them. Eventually, you never know, they might finally take your advice and start doing the right things, right? I did also notice on our analytics that more and more of our listeners are older now. Like, I think it's like 30% of our listeners are 50 years and older. When we first started, it was nothing like that. It was almost all young. And look, I want every age to be listening to us and watching us, right? Because everybody can benefit from what we're talking about. This is not like... just for any one particular group of people.
What's his secret? I mean, what has he been doing?
Yeah, well, what he's doing, he works overnights and then he goes straight to the gym.
Okay.
And interestingly enough, one of my former students is helping him with his coaching. He's coaching him. The gentleman I'm talking about used to be a jiu-jitsu student in my gym, my former gym, and now he's doing fitness training. And he's lost a lot of weight himself. He was a military guy, and I think he's applying some of that knowledge, but he's got him on this routine, and he's really paying attention to him. And my friend that's helping him is a really good guy, and he's just really good influence. Back to influence, you got to be around the right people.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
So it's being around the right people. It's exercising every day. It's not eating as much. That's like the top three.
Eating the right food.
Eating the right kind of stuff.
Yep.
Not eating as often or as much, working out every day, and being around somebody that's encouraging you. It's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Last week we talked about that's a big piece of the puzzle is influence. And I was telling my coach last night, my jiu-jitsu coach, I said, look, man, and by the way, he recently got off of he was smoking a lot of pot. And for years I was telling him, man, you can't be doing this. It's just bad. I mean, it's bad. It's bad example setting. It's bad for your health. It's bad for your brain. It's just not good, man. And it's a Band-Aid. You're only doing it because you probably don't feel good unless you do it. So you need to hit your problems head on, guys. Don't use drugs as a way to make yourself feel better. It's not where it's at, man. You got to work on yourself. What's wrong? Why are you not feeling good? Why do you feel like you have to reach out to alcohol and drugs to feel better? Something's not right. You have to figure out what that is and work on that and solve that problem. I hit everything head on every single day. Doesn't mean I like it. Doesn't mean I'm happy about things that I don't like about myself, but I have to face that fiddle. By the way, facing the fiddle, we talked about it before, is in Nazi Germany when they were executing all the Jews, they would play the violin before they executed them to keep them calm. It's terrible. So I always say you have to face the fiddle. In other words, you got to face the truth and deal with it, guys. No matter how uncomfortable it is, that's what you got to do. So at any rate, I wanted to talk about that today because I was so proud and so happy for him. Another great story one of my students is very autistic, and I mean he's really way up on the scale. And when I first met him 2 years ago, I mean I would have thought to myself, oh my goodness gracious, this is going to be a real task to try to train this guy. But you know what? He never quit. He stayed the course. And 2 years later now, this is a great story. We're going to be promoting him in 2 weeks to his first to the first big promotion of jiu-jitsu. It's called the blue belt, which is like a black belt in any other martial art. I mean, it's like very, very accomplished goal that he now has. He doesn't know it yet because we don't tell people in advance. But at any rate, in 2 weeks he's going to get that promotion. And even more interesting and more and even more cool than that, I had a student come in last night that just got out of foster care. He was in foster care for 11 years. And I mean, you can tell this guy is like he basically just got out of prison. 21 years old, very fit, likes to box, but we're teaching him the ground game, which is jiu-jitsu. He wants to learn that. And he talks really loud. And I had to say, Dave, calm down. You have to, and then he'll apologize, and he goes right back up and real high. So he's got some, obviously he's got some mental issues. He's on some medication, but he's a good guy. I can tell he's a good guy. He wants to improve his life. And that's what our gym's all about, is taking people in that no matter where they're at and helping them, if we can help them. Well, here's even more good news about this guy. The guy that I'm promoting in 2 weeks, I asked him to help me last night because this guy is hard to handle. He's like 28 and the student's like 21. And he's like hard to handle because he's ADHD, he's probably got some other mental issues, and he talks really loud, he talks a lot, he overtalks, like you're talking to him and he just keeps talking. And I said, hey, I'm not trying to be negative, but I want you to know to get along with people in the gym, you're going to have to learn to listen, and then when they're done talking, you can talk.
Yeah,
I get it. I know he's got these issues, and what I'm telling him, he probably already knows it, but it's just hard for him to. But I'm hoping over the course of time we can help him.
Yeah.
Between us and the medication, and maybe he said he's got a new doctor, and he's going to be doing some counseling. So, at any rate, all that said and done, the rest of the story is that the student that I'm promoting, that nobody gave the time of day to 2 years ago, nobody thought he'd ever amount to anything, and now here he is, getting this big promotion, which is a powerful thing. I asked him to help me with this new student last night, and he was so wonderful. I mean, you wouldn't have believed. He took to him, he helped him, he stayed with him the whole evening, he coached with him, he worked with him, and it was just, it was amazing because he could relate to him and help him, and they got along so well. So that's my goal, is to see them work together a lot.
Wow.
As we go forward in this journey, because it's a journey, man.
Yeah.
It's a process, let me tell you. Okay, so I just wanted to throw that out there as another example to say anything can be possible. Anything's possible. No matter how dark, how bad things can look sometimes to you, you just never know how you can influence somebody in a way that's going to change their life. That's a powerful thing, man. And this is happening in my sphere right now, so I'm not just reading this out of a book. This is like real-time stuff, guys. Don't ever give up on people that you feel like they really are sincere and want to be helped. And that's the way I feel about both of these people. Okay. Moving on. Oh boy, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world, right?
Always.
Always, right?
Yeah.
People are just so judgmental, and I hate it, but that's the world we live in. So look, guys, don't let things bother you when people are negative towards you. If you're old, if you're big, if you're fat, if you're not a quick learner, if you're slow like I am, I'm kind of slow to learn things. And people are often to be critical of that. Money, like I drive an old car, and everybody's so judgmental. It's like, who cares? If to be impressed with somebody, you should be impressed about their success or their attitude or their personality. Are they funny? We were talking a while ago about one of my coach. He's going to be entering into a contest that we're going to have, a talent contest, and he's going to do comedy. People love people love to laugh.
Yes, they do.
It's a big deal.
Yes, they do.
And so, look, if you don't have any other personality traits learn some jokes, and you'll get along better with people, because if you're funny, people are going to like you a lot more. Look, that's just the way it is, man. People are going to be prejudiced if you're Jewish. I'm Jewish. They're going to be prejudiced if you're black. They're going to be prejudiced if you're old, if you don't wear nice clothes. Yada yada yada. Who cares? Do your thing, man. Work on yourself. Work on your personal development. Become a better human being. I was telling my coach last night, all the money in the world is nothing compared to becoming a better human being and then setting an example for other people. Helping people is what we're supposed to be doing in this world. That's what it's all about, man. That's my opinion anyway. Opinion is, or like noses, everybody's got one, right?
That's right.
Okay. I'll try to calm down a little bit. I get a little excited. I get really excited sometimes, don't I?
You do.
I know.
You're passionate.
I am passionate.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. If I could read my notes, I'd tell you the next story.
You got doctor's handwriting.
Oh, my God. Let's see, said the blind man. I already told that story. I'm repeating myself now. I'm repeating myself again. Okay. Well, that's a pretty deep subject.
It is.
Okay, here's a cool story. So there was this guy that was dressed up in the Captain America uniform or outfit. He broke into a shed and he got caught. Well, the bottom line was he's a drug addict. And he was trying to steal some stuff to pay for his drug habit, right? So he was all over the internet, Captain America, blah, 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 blah. Everybody's making fun of him, right? He goes to jail. And an old classmate of his saw the articles online, probably on TikTok, and reached out to him. Somehow they were able to connect. And to make a long story short, that particular classmate owned a recovery center.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so make a long story short, he was able to get him into the recovery center, get him sober, and he's been sober for 5 years. When I saw the article, that's where the article kind of started. And he now works at the recovery center, helping other people. So I say that to say this,
good
man.
Story.
Yeah, no matter how far down you may be, it doesn't mean you can't come back up, right?
That's right.
And it may not happen quick. I mean, in my success story in my life, it's been a lot of ups and downs, and it doesn't matter. What matters is you stay the course, don't give up on yourself, and just keep on keeping on, man. And eventually, I say it all the time, you're going to get somewhere further down the line than you would if you had given up. It doesn't mean you're always going to reach that goal. You may get halfway there. And then you have to regroup a little bit and maybe figure out, what am I doing wrong? How come I'm not able to get further down? I don't know, but I'm going to figure it out. I keep a notepad wherever I go, and I write notes down all the time. And I usually come up with another solution or another strategy, right, to get me to where I want to get to. And that's life, man. Life is a journey. It's just the way it is. You're never going to really reach the destination. And if you do, you just set another goal and keep going. All right. Well, I think I've bored everybody enough. What say you, sir?
Well, do you have hearing loss ever, or
What?
do you experience hearing loss at all?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Well, good news.
Good news?
Yes. There is a study, let me find the name of the group here. Oh, it's the Journal of Clinical Investigation. It was based on scientists from the University of Chicago, University of Miami, and several institutions in Turkey found that a little blue pill called Viagra helps raise your hearing ability. Raise your hearing ability.
I get the joke.
But yes, they say that there is the product that's inside Viagra fights off the product that is causing some hearing loss with certain people that have a certain condition that's causing their hearing loss.
I got you.
But they found success using Viagra.
That's interesting.
Yes.
What about the side effects, though?
I'm glad they're raising awareness for that.
You're so funny.
I don't know about the side effects, but
You're so funny.
I had to bring that up.
That's terrible.
So you need to run out and buy some
That's terrible.
little blue pills.
Oh my goodness.
Just don't tell anybody.
I thought this was like rated family instead of rated R.
It is.
I'm wondering.
We're
now.
talking about hearing loss.
Okay. Goodness.
And today is National Cake Day.
Ooh, we like cake.
It's International Cake Day too.
Ooh.
You know, it goes good with cake.
Yeah.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
And this one you're going to like a lot.
Okay.
These next two. It's Anti-Obesity Day.
Ooh, I like that.
And you just led that.
Yep.
You led off the podcast
Yep.
talking about
Yep.
that.
Yep.
And today is the day. It's also, today is National Health Day.
Ooh, perfect.
So,
Hand and glove.
yeah. So,
Is that all you got?
well, I mean, yeah, unless you want to talk more about the little blue pill.
Little blue pill. You know, when I was coming up through the ranks, it was terrible what some of these men had to do when they were impotent. They had to they would take get a prescription, a needle, and they would have to inject the needle into their private part in order to be able to perform properly. Can you imagine that compared to now? I mean, this just amazing what these scientists can come up with. It's crazy.
You had me.
But let me tell you, the best way to not be impotent is to work out every day, to be healthy and fit. And you won't have any problems, I promise you. But most people aren't willing to do that. They're just like, I'm not going to go to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't care if you want to go to the gym or you don't want to go to the gym anyway, because it's the best medicine in the world. It will transform you guys. I promise you. You'll thank me later. I promise you. Speaking of medical technology, medical success, all the breakthroughs in technology, I'm reading more and more articles about helping people that are paralyzed. We talk about it from time to time. They've got the mechanical suits, what they call it, something skeleton, where they can strap you up and you can walk. And they're getting more sophisticated with that, where it's less intrusive and smaller and more successful. And now the brain implants, where you can do it without the skeletal, and you can walk a little bit. That's pretty crazy what they're coming up with now. They're making spinal cords in the laboratory, and it just goes on and on and on. They're getting better and better and better at all these things. So the hope is, of course, someday there won't be paralysis. Anybody that gets hurt, spinal cord problems, they can be able to walk again. So I'm hoping. Particularly for all these poor people that are in wheelchairs, from the neck down, they can't move. Wow. I've got a former student of mine that got shot, and he's in a wheelchair, and this guy was an MMA fighter, young, in his 20s.
Wow.
Bad, yeah, but he's in a
Yikes.
wheelchair. It's like, I've invited him to come in to work out with us, and I said, hey, I've got a ramp. When you come in, you can bring your wheelchair in and work out with us. He never took me up on it, but I still keep an open invitation for him.
Sure.
Guys, look, there's a lot of heartache in the world. There's a lot of tragedy. There's a lot of sadness. That's just the way it is. That's just life. But what we have to do is get our life together, man. And the more we get our life together, the more we can influence people in a great, positive way. So focus on yourself. It's not selfish. It's the right thing to do. And down the line, you're going to hopefully, like I've been able to, see people in your life transform into something that you would have never believed could happen. And that's a positive thing, man. That's such a positive thing. All right, guys. Have we bored you enough? I guess so. Any last closing thoughts? Words of wisdom? Words of wisdom?
I think as everyone gets older, they should just go ahead and get a subscription to the little blue pill, because you're going to need it.
You said
Losing your
subscription.
hearing.
You meant prescription.
Prescription, subscription. Get a subscription. Prescription. For the little blue pill.
Oh, my goodness. All right, guys, look, if you don't give up, just remember, eventually those stars, they're going to line up, and you're going to be better for it. But until that time comes, and even after that time comes, just remember, keep your head up, keep your chin up, and the most important thing is to always, always stay positive.